Je suis Jonathan, je suis américain dans Toulouse. Aujourd'hui, je vous dis avec les sujets petit déjeuner d'Amérique, petit déjeuner américain, céréales américaines. So my French is still terrible. I will switch to English now. I want to talk today about cereal, American cereal in particular. And simply, is it better than American cereal in the United States? So, what I have in front of you here are many examples of what is wonderful cereal that we grew up with. Here's the cereals that I'm going to talk about today: Frosties, Frosted Flakes there in the US, Cocoa Pops, which is Cocoa Krispies in the US, Corn Pops, Miel Pops here, Crunch, Cookie Crisp, and Nesquik all the same on that side of the pond. Cinny Minis are Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cheerios Miel, well, Honey Nut Cheerios, you know that. B, and of course, Golden Grams, same name, just a little bit different spelling here in France. When you move to Europe, things are less sweet. And when you do engage things that have sugar in it, they come out as a different sensation. It is still sweet. It is still wonderful to eat. But the one thing I've adjusted to living here in France is that when something is sweet, it feels like more of it's in its place. And with these sweet cereals, these sugary cereals, in general, they're not as sweet as the United States versions, but they are still very tasty. For instance, Frosted Flakes, very sweet in the US. Cookie Crisp, very sweet in the US. But here, they're just sweet and just right. And the reason is Europeans don't sweeten everything with a ton of sugar. While in America, we're all about sugar. I know that. I've lived there. Now I'm living here. And another thing is when you have a general palate, the American palate, adjusted to a sweetness of a certain level, well, in order to make these cereals tasty, you got to make them ultra sweet. But here in France and in Europe, because these are all generally made in Europe, these are, again, companies that you all know, well, it's not as sweet. So when you engage something that is sweet, they don't have to raise that sugary bar just as high. So in general, when you come to France, when you come to the European Union, you will engage a lot of wonderfully tasty things. But I encourage you to compare what you know back home to what is here. And so when you want to eat cereal, American cereal here in Europe or in France, I will tell you unequivocally, the French, the Europeans make American cereal better than Americans do.